Prophecy Reckless, written by Sir Thomas.
The train for its type is the most powerful vehicle on land. And the main controller and its engines are the power behind the docks, industries, and branch lines that make up the BTC. These are their stories.
With the news of a new engine coming to pull the new Express, opinions were very mixed. Some were disappointed in not getting the Express, while others wondered who the new engine would be. However, most would be surprised at what arrived. One morning, Emerald was pulling her Express, the green comet, when she was diverted off the Express line.
I wonder what this is about.
She asked her question would soon be answered as a streak of blue rocketed past.
What was that?
She called in surprises. Unfortunately, her crew didn't know, so she was left unanswered until they arrived at Springtown, where there was a strange sight indeed. On the main Springtown shed turntable was a Linear A4 Pacific. He was in British Railways passenger blue and currently chatting up with the large crowd that had gathered, making the other engines in the shed very annoyed.
Oh, hello there. You must be Emerald. Yes, I've heard a lot about you.
I see. And you are.
Oh yes, why my manners. My name is Prophecy, and I'm happy to make your acquaintance.
Right. Can you please get off the turntable? I need to turn around.
But of course.
And with that he backed off the turntable into a shed berth.
You know, when I heard of this Nowhere Railway, I was skeptical. But after seeing it, I'm convinced.
Emerald said, barely paying attention. She instead looked at the biggie poster. It was a new poster showing his VAT rebuilt and had already sold 1 million copies.
We are our railway.
Yes, but do not worry. Push on the map and put this railway in glory.
Well, duty calls.
Yes, to-do.
Emerald sighed under her breath.
Corroborates.
Later, Prophecy decided to get out of the shed to fill up with coal and water. At the coaling plant, he saw Great Northern already filling up.
Oh, how wait. They have a sterling symbol, probably from the museum.
Why ye canna moon and blues and police? I will how ye can attack regular trains daily. I've been had a special try.
Yes, you've made your point. Now please move.
Prophecy interrupted. Great Northern huffed and puffed away. Later still, Prophecy was at the carriage shed expecting his new coaches. There were 2 sets of coaches, one being half BTC red, half black, and the other being full BTC red.
Yes, I'm coaches for a fine engine like me.
This caused many a workman to roll their eyes. Just then Hunter, the station parlour, rolled up to get another set of coaches for the 3:30 stopping train.
I say, Talkington, will you be shunting my coaches tomorrow?
Sir, yes, sir.
I say, what an up dollar.
Prophecy said before looking back at his coaches. The next day, a ceremony was held on the inaugural run of the new Express. In attendance were all the BTC's full-color Express sets, and the engines that pulled them. Biggie and Emily were also there with their retro sets. Prophecy was standing in front of the new Express full red coaches. The other engines had looks from boredom to annoyance. The big controller then asked for silence.
Ladies, gentlemen and engines, with the construction of the new Moreland secondary main line, it was decided a new express would be made to run along it, so Presenting
He then pulled the curtain off the first coach.
the Red Rocket.
Everyone began to clap as the name was shown and the engines blew their whistles. Once the cheers were over, the big controller VPs, members of the railway board and journalists boarded. Once everyone boarded, the guard's whistle blew and Prophecy began to move.
So long for now, everyone. When you see me next, I will have changed the red.
A little bit less gusto, Prophecy.
The big controller called, leaning out of a coach window.
Yes, all right, sir.
Prophecy called, beginning to move again.
So, how long until you think he breaks down?
I give him till Durst.
Harrison said,
Screw that, he won't even make it to Galadrin.
as 98 Blue Streak added.
Guys, please, let's not be so negative.
Emily said before adding.
Give him at least till Rockport.
Meanwhile, inside the Red Rocket, the big controller was explaining the many types of coaches.
Here, gentlemen are the standard coaches. Each coach has 10 compartments, which hold an average of 6 people each.
The board and VIPs nodded while the journalists took notes.
And here is our bar coach. Please help yourself to a drink, alcoholic or not.
He explained. Some of the party then got some drinks before moving on to the tour.
And finally, the dining coaches. Please take a seat so lunch can be served.
The party nodded and soon lunch was served. Meanwhile, Prophecy was smoothly going along the new main line, looking smug and going at a moderate pace. However, that would all change when he sped past Rockport. There he saw the high-speed engine Blue Streak and Rooster going on the Vix down to Rockport high-speed line.
Well, this will be fun.
He said before increasing speed.
Well, Bigsworth, I must say, I was against the New Express, but you seem to have pulled it off.
Thank you, Higgins. Though I must admit I'm a little nervous about the new engine. He's a bit of a thoroughbred.
Oh, I wouldn't be so worried. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Higgins then looked through the window to see the high-speed line and train.
I say, shouldn't the high-speed train have passed us by now?
Yes, which means they're going too slow.
Well, we're going too fast.
Excuse me for one moment.
And the big controller quickly ran out of the coach. Higgins meanwhile signed under his breath.
Thoroughbreds.
Back with Prophecy, he was currently racing with Blue Streak and Rooster. He kept the pace with, of course. The two up above didn't and were just trying to gain speed.
He's a young boy.
His driver said. Before Prophecy could respond, the big controller came running through the tender coda.
You must slow down eminently.
Well, I'm out running these toys and keeping time.
You haven't been properly tested. This is just me to be around in.
Oh, I wouldn't be so worried, sir. Of course, that could happen.
Prophecy said before it happened. One of his left side rods broke, busting his water tank. Later, Harrison arrived to take the train, while Hercules took Prophecy to the works. He was scolded severely by the big controller, many of the board members. He, however, said nothing. He had a lot to think about.